What do you want?
The views and opinions expressed in the following podcast do not necessarily reflect those of the DVM production empire. That's how you know it's good.
You're listening to the DVM production empire. Packed with content, millions of downloads, taking the world by force. Join the empire today at dvmpe.com.
Groovy.
In honor of Eleanor Roosevelt's birthday, Lifetime Movies is bringing you a weekend filled of empowering films. Empowering films for empowering women. Friday night at 7 o'clock, we have the story of one woman who got out of her kitchen and went off to write that book she was always telling her friend Susan about.
Starring Shaquille O'Neal, Carrot Top, and Oscar winner Sally Field comes Put Down That Spatula, Pick Up Your Pride for House Twinsies.
Friday night at 9:30, we bring you onto a story about one woman and her ability to cook not only food for that husband of hers, but food for her soul.
Starring Jet Li, a pencil drawing of Bob Uecker, and Oscar winner Sally Field comes Make Your Own Goddamn Pot Pie 2 Stupid Sauce.
And then Saturday night at 9:30, our main attraction. One woman and her ability to get away from her husband. We bring you
A film starring T-Pain, and in his final performance, Tom Petty, and introducing Oscar winner Sally Field comes Maybe You're on Your Period 7 Fake Penguin Love.
all movies for all women. Join us, won't you? Lifetime. What's going on, Empire? This is Stupid's Talking Stupid on the DVM production Empire. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear, and we read the stupid, so you don't have to. Are you ready
I'm ready.
for all these wonderful bits of stupid?
Wait. Okay. I'm
Okay,
ready.
are you sure?
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
you sure?
No, I'm glad that you asked, though, because sometimes, like, I'm not ready.
Yeah, like
And
there's a
then-
whole song about being ready for this, doom, 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 and you just don't know if you're ready until you hear the song. And since we can't play the song,
Right.
I mean, we could because we're kind of the bad boys of the DVMPE.
Dude, we don't care about trademarks.
Yeah, we don't care about trademarks, and we say bad words like poop.
Fucking poop.
Oh, hey,
Oh, sorry. We're not that bad.
you can say poop, but don't say effing poop because that's like it's like super poop. Speaking of super poop, you ever have rich people problems?
Totally.
You know, like when you buy this house for a few $1 million and you spend like 7 years and all these millions of dollars getting your house to look like a certain way, and it's like the best thing in the world, and it's like super unique, and it becomes like double in value, and then someone comes along and copies it.
Happened to me twice last week.
I can't believe it. So we got this couple, Jason and Jody Chapnick.
Oh.
Mm.
The Chapnicks.
Mm-hmm.
We love those guys.
Of Forest Home.
Think about, honey, we think about inviting the Chapnicks over for some win, lose, or draw.
Oh, please do. They're lovely.
They're that what is it? Jody?
Mm-hmm.
She can make a potato salad like nobody's business.
And Jason just sucks a mean dick. Key parties, am I right?
Tea parties. Yikes.
So, the Chapnicks, they own a house.
Oh, the Chapnicks.
The
Okay.
Chapnicks. They filed a lawsuit against their neighbor, Barbara Ann Kirschenblatt.
Oh, my God.
Kirschenblatt. You know, the Kirschenblatt. It's like when you
Yeah, we don't like that. We don't like that.
The Kirschenblatt is when you sneeze, but then there's some spots on your underwear. I just Kirschenblatted all over my hands.
Oh,
Gotta go to the store.
gotta get some new ones. Not enough bleach in the world.
So against her builder husband and architect brother-in-law, because they totally copied the Chapniks' house. The Chapniks got this super expensive house. They spent, like I said, 7 years building it. They had it designed by an architect, and it's one of the most well-known and admired houses in the Cedar Vale and Forest Hill neighborhoods, in a large part due to its uniqueness. And then this Kirschenblatt bitch just, let's see, how far are they
Goes
away?
outside and starts shaking her fist. Kirschenblatt!
Lightning strike. Not at her, but just, for effect. Yeah. So everyone knows that she means it. They're about 850 meters apart, these houses. I don't know why they chose meters, but that's the unit of measure I have, and I didn't bother looking up the conversion because I just wanted to be like, let's be different. The Kirschenblatt found a house like a couple streets over, and are like, we need to redo this house. They decided they're house flippers. And they're like, we need to make this look good. What should we do? What's the best looking house in the area?
The one right next door.
Doing it. We're just going to copy it, almost brick for brick, panel for panel, window for window. And yeah, the Chapniks like, dude, you copied our super unique house that we totally designed and paid millions of dollars for. And the Kirschenblatt's like, no, we copied it from a bunch of different things, not you. They said that they used magazines. They used like old lifestyle magazines from like the 60s and 70s that they found. Like, oh, there's a design that I really, really liked. They had multiple addresses for 3 other houses in the Forest Hill area that they got designs from, along with some online listings, and the castle from James Bond's movie Skyfall.
Oh.
Like, no. Our houses look exactly the same, but I got this off of Skyfall. You know how it is.
Okay, so whose side are you on? The Kirschenblatts or the Chapniks?
First of all, these names, they just sound like a bunch of rich white people that got nothing else better to do.
Barbara Ann Kirschenblatt. And then what was it, John and Jody?
Jason and Jody Chapnik.
Even worse.
How's Jason worse than John?
It just is.
That's fair. It's got 2 syllables.
2
with only
syllables.
1 extra letter.
And they had like fucking monogram towels. J&J.
And we're both JC, just like the Lord.
Just like Christ.
And Barbara Ann Kirschenblatt over there.
Oh, God. Well, so that's the thing. Whose side are you on?
Well, I chose this story because I wanted to ask you, do you think it's a real thing to having copyright infringement on someone's house?
I don't think you can. I think architecture is architecture. People will take whatever. But
well, I mean,
I still think it's a dick move.
Like, if someone, like, if Cleveland is like, you know what, that Sears Tower looks pretty great, I think we should build it. Samesies. Is there no legal precedent to stop that?
I don't think so. Well, I mean, maybe on the architect, like, because isn't that like?
Yeah, because
I don't know if it's copyright. I don't know if it's
because that's the thing. They were suing for copyright infringement.
Well, you can't copyright a house.
Well,
you can copyright the plans. And
well, that's the thing.
Plans, like
they copied the house though, which were done from these plans. Like, they paid an architect to come up with this stuff. So you figure maybe the architect was who. The architect didn't do anything. This is just the homeowner.
Right, they're pissed because they don't have the fanciest fucking house now.
Well, they do, but now it's
one of two.
It's driven down. They say it's driven down the value because it's no longer unique. Because now there's a house Twinsie.
Well, you know what? That's my thing, though. So as I said, I'm not sure whose side I'm on right now because they spent a lot of damn money and a lot of damn time. Like, do you know who's lived there longer?
The Chapniks. So the Chapniks actually live in this house. The Kirschenblatts are they
flip it.
They did flip it.
They just came
they bought
the
it
neighborhood and said, "Oh no."
Like, hey, that's nice. Wouldn't it be crazy if
As much as I
copied it?
hate it, I'm on the Chapnick side. I think that's crap. It's like you're not even going to live here. You basically just came in, copied some shit, and then you're going to sell a house and leave. And now we're stuck with... I mean, you're stuck with a multi-million-dollar house that you built, but at the same time... In a perfect world, nobody would care. Hey, Samesi's house, house buddies.
Right, but
this
then we wouldn't be talking about it on the show. There's one more juicy detail I have not filled you in on yet.
Juicy Chapnick. The third J.
It's her brother that lives there, but it's her brother, but it's really just like a previous husband that she's like, no, that's my brother. It's a Tommy Boy situation. You wouldn't understand. There's the document that Kirschenblatt submitted showing the addresses for the houses that they said they took inspiration from, along with online listings, which they don't know the addresses for, and they don't know the address for the castle found in James Bond. But they showed several names of contractors, except for a man who, quote, did the mason work. He has an interesting name. It's more of a nickname. If you were to hire someone to do some mason work, and they had a nickname, what nickname would you feel comfortable hiring someone with?
Jason the Mason?
No.
Bob the Builder?
Scary Steve.
Scary.
They submitted a legal document saying Scary Steve did the mason work.
You like my new trowel? This is my brand new trowel.
Could you just build the chimney?
I'm afraid I can't build the chimney until you notice my trowel.
Okay, I noticed it. It's very nice.
It's very nice. You think so?
Please, just stop staring at me when you're laying the bricks. He's doing it again. He's so scary.
They call me Scary Steve. You get what you pay for.
It's like she just knows him as Steve, never got the last name, but her husband knows it. She's like, who's that Steve? That Scary Steve guy. That's his name.
That's his name.
That's his name.
No, how'd you know?
Like,
it's not out of Carter, but that's what we call him. We call him Scary Steve.
His last name is Steve.
Steve,
comma, Scary. Steve Scary Sr.
I'm sorry.
Scaredy Pants Steve is my father.
Scaredy Pants.
You can just call me Scary.
You just call me Steve Scary. But, do you like my trowel? It's so pointy.
Do you want to go?
Sure. I learned something today.
Oh, yeah?
I learned that even rich people have problems.
They're just like us.
They're just like us. Like maybe, I'm not sure where my next meal is going to come, but Jason and Jody Chadwick, is it Chapnick. They have somebody who just copied their house. Same problems.
Samesies.
Same people. Speaking of...
this is definitely not rich people problems. This is dumbass problems.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the sauces from McDonald's? Like a special Szechuan sauce.
I only use barbecue.
Only use barbecue
Yeah.
for everything, or just for nuggets?
For nuggets, and I put them on. Chicken sandwiches too.
Okay. Well, Szechuan sauce isn't something that you can normally get. In fact, it was a special promotion back from Mulan. Like they had it from Mulan. And
Really?
Yeah, that's where it originated.
That's so insensitive.
No, it's called having a tie-in.
It's an insensitive tie-in.
I'm just. What's so wrong with that?
I don't know.
It just makes the little Mulan toys taste that much better.
Apparently.
Do you watch Rick and Morty?
I do.
Okay, like on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't watch it. I can't. My problem with it is I can't stand the people that quote it to death. So I will not enjoy it by watching it.
Yeah. Well, don't let them ruin it. For you.
Well, it's too late.
Okay.
It's between that and the voices are kind of grating.
Yeah, I get that.
So I've seen clips and
It
whatever.
is not destination. I'll tell you, it is not destination viewing for me. If it's on,
Like you watch it at home, but you won't watch it on vacation.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I mean, it's not like I got to get home, Rick and Morty's on, or I got to make sure.
Well, no one's ever. Well, in the past 5 years, no one's ever been like, "Oh my god, I have to get home. This is on." Other than like a sporting event, like if it's just a show, there's DVRs. Everyone's got a DVR now.
Okay, well, so you admit that you were wrong because you had a sporting event.
No,
So not nobody.
I didn't. No, I
How
specifically
dare
said
you.
that. How
Apologize to the TV.
I will not.
You apologize.
TV, you're a piece of shit.
No, how dare you?
Nah, I called your TV a piece of shit. What are you gonna do about it?
I don't know. It's a nice one. It's an LG.
So Rick and Morty, there's something in the show where they brought up Szechuan sauce.
Yeah, it was a big
And
deal at Comic-Con, too.
It caused all the fans to lose their fucking minds, to the point where someone found a bottle of sauce from in 1998 is when the sauce came out. Someone found a promotional half gallon of the sauce that was sold previously, like before this whole new
Half
sauce
gallon?
came out.
Are they in the little cups?
This is old stuff. So one of them sold for $15,000. A thing of fucking sauce. So like they had, I think, 3 containers get released or something like that. I don't know. They did some stupid thing where they released some sauces. One of them sold for $15,000. And you're thinking, man, this sounds stupid, right? But an actual Szechuan sauce from 1998, back in April, like when the whole thing came out with the show, because it happened in the season 3 premiere or some shit. Like
Right.
the Szechuan sauce thing, it happened recently. There was just one packet from 1998 that had the Mulan shit on it, was sold on eBay for $14,700. This is not a big thing. This was something that someone fought. They just bought a really old car, and while cleaning it, they found the packet of the sauce. So,
Hello. I'd like to dissolve my 401k.
yeah, let me just pull it up on the computer here. All right. Oh, you have a substantial amount of money in here.
Yes,
Are you
I
sure?
need it all.
Are you sure you want to withdraw this
I'm
much
completely
money?
positive. I have weighed my options, and I realize that this opportunity will never come again.
Okay, sir. Well, I can understand that, but protocol does make me ask you: is someone making you do this?
Something is making me do this, but
Okay.
I do it of my own free will, and it's super important because this is never going to come around again.
Okay. Well, I guess if when we just
How much is in there?
$72,400.
That's awesome. Okay, I'll have some left over.
Okay, so let me just ask while this is processing. We got a couple minutes. It's a lot of money.
There's a lot of money.
What is it you're investing in, or you're
I'm going to buy something.
okay? You're gonna buy maybe some land, or
No, I'm going to buy something special.
okay? Is it like a collectible item you expect to
Yes,
get a?
yes, collectible.
Oh, okay. You can probably see a big return on investment.
Nope. I'm going to put it on a chicken nugget.
Is this some kind of sports memorabilia?
Nope. This is a packet of Szechuan sauce.
Is it? I'm sorry. Is it signed by anyone famous?
Nope. It's just the one left, one packet, Szechuan sauce, $71,000.
Is it made of gold?
Nope.
Are there diamonds on it?
There are not.
Will it cure cancer?
I don't know.
Will it give you an extra life?
No.
Is someone promising to pay you double the money for it instantly?
No, I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna use the other $1,000, and I'm gonna.
Wait, I'm sorry. The other $1,000?
Yeah, $71,000 for a packet. So it's likely I have $72,000. So I'm gonna take the other $1,000 and I'm gonna buy so many chicken nuggets.
How big is this packet of sauce? Is this like the size of a car?
It's just a small packet. But I think if we just take little dips, and I should be able to parcel it out amongst at least close to like 10, 20 pieces. Like the littlest of dips.
Sir, are you supposed to have a
I watch Rick and Morty.
Are you supposed to have a handler?
What?
Are you supposed to have a handler?
The Hamburglar? He better stay away from my chicken nuggets. From what I hear, he only likes hamburgers.
Does someone know you're here?
Yes. You. Somebody with a handler got $72,000.
I don't know. Okay. You're trying to pull out $71,000 for a packet of sauce. It's a fair assessment.
And then $1,000 is for other chicken nuggets. I think it's a wise investment. They do. They actually ask you if you like to take stuff out of a 401k. You need to justify to them.
Yeah.
Like why it's necessary.
Because it's mine.
No, that's not enough.
Give me. No, it's not a good reason. It's like a bully holding a ball over your head. Like, give me my ball. Nope.
Nope. You gave this to me to hold.
Nope. And you said
do something irresponsible with it.
Well, you said anytime you're drunk, don't let me text Rebecca. So I'm not letting you text her.
No, we had a joke earlier in the week, but so they did the whole thing. Like from what I heard, it was sort of like someone's buying that, but they said it was coming back or something like that.
Yeah. So let's get through the story first, and we can go into it. So McDonald's, realizing that a bunch of idiots really wanted this sauce, decided they were going to bring it back in very limited quantities. As it turns out, they sent as few as 20 packets of sauce to each location. The problem is hundreds of people showed up to every fucking location. And
it's like when the Twinkie came back. They did a limited run, and they were like, oh, there'll be more. And they're like, but I want it now. I miss the Twinkie.
Well, these idiots all lined up, and when the first 20 people went through and got all the sauce, and there was a massive crowd, they busted out protest signs somehow.
Just in case.
No, like they scavenged for something to write on, and they started picketing McDonald's and like screaming. People were causing riots inside. Like when I say riot, I don't mean like they're burning the town down, but they're like freaking out. They're screaming at these minimum wage employees that just want to go home, but they got a bunch of preteens just
and they wonder why the aliens don't come down and reveal themselves. Like, hey, Zemplar, what do you think? Today's the week? I don't know. They're bitching about Szechuan sauce or something.
Oh my God, is it back?
No, you shut up.
Can we land?
No, we cannot land.
When we went down there last time, they had it.
I know,
and you said we could have it again.
That was because of Mulan, and it was vaguely racist, and that's why we didn't disclose ourselves to them then.
Oh, but I love that movie.
The humans don't understand that Szechuan sauce is keeping them away from a cure for cancer.
Yeah, but you tried it, remember? It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I'd suffer. You gotta suffer for your craft. So these people are freaking out, causing riots and everything. It got to the point where McDonald's had to actually release a frickin' statement. Yesterday, we were truly humbled by the amazing curiosity, passion, and energy this community showed to welcome back Szechuan sauce.
It's a good McDonald's voice.
Even if just for one day. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Thank you 1,000,000 times over. Between the costumes, the memes, and the cross-state travel. That's right. People drove across states to go to McDonald's.
People go nuts for the fucking ribwich. What do you think?
It's the McRib. Don't you change its fucking McName. Between the costumes, the memes, the cross-state travel, you, the fans, showed us what you got.
Ugh.
And our super limited batch, though well-intentioned, clearly wasn't near enough to meet the demand. Not cool. They put not cool in quotes, too. We agree, so we're going to make this right. In the last 24 hours, we worked to open any portal necessary, and it worked. Oh, I get it, because they're trying to talk about the show.
Yeah, you can talk about companies doing that. Some companies do it, and they're okay. Some fail. This one failed.
There's
Netflix recently did it, and they were funny. Because there was, downtown Chicago, there was the Stranger Things bar.
Yeah.
And they were like, they wanted to extend. And then Netflix was like, look, you're not really clear to do this. Don't extend. But they sent them like a really cool letter, like saying, look, we appreciate that you're fans and we appreciate whatever. And we're going to let you finish out your run. But don't make us send like the Demogorgon after you. You know, like it was just really a really cool letter, but these guys suck.
Yeah, so the Szechuan sauce is coming back again this winter. Instead of being one day only limited to select restaurants, we're bringing back more, a lot more, so that any fan who's willing to do whatever it takes for Szechuan sauce will only have to ask for it at a nearby McDonald's. Basically, because a bunch of idiots threw a hissy fit and stomped their feet and cried a bunch, they're bringing back a sauce that, I don't know, I don't even think it tastes that good.
That's what I mean. Like we did a joke about this in the show where it said, "Hey, idiots, want free healthcare? You know, Szechuan sauce. We got McDonald's to give us Szechuan sauce. Well, let's take the same fervor and move it on over to Washington and see if we can't get universal healthcare."
It's like how many of you freaking out right now that are of age? How many of you voted?
Yeah.
How many?
How many?
Because if it's not 100% of you...
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I hope you die. I hope you choke on a nugget.
A sauceless nugget just it's dryly lodged in your throat. So now the current batch of sauces are selling for hundreds of dollars on eBay. One guy decided to cash in on the sauce immediately by selling dips for $10. So if someone showed up and gave him a $10 bill, he would take a nugget, dip it in the sauce, and hand it to them. So all these people are listing the sauce for $100 or $200 online. Maybe it's not gonna. You probably won't get it, but you're there. You're like, listen, I can get this. I can get it for $10. I can try. And like, oh, this is stupid.
Pretty much.
So, I learned something today.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Yeah, it's when the tough gets going, the going gets saucy, and if the going doesn't get saucy, I throw a fit and cry for my mommy, and she'll just give me what I want. It's a valuable lesson.
Valuable lesson. The more you know.
All right. There's really no segue for this one.
Yep.
No, because it's just such a unique and beautiful love story.
Oh.
I don't want to taint it with
a segue.
With a segue about sauce. Maybe you're familiar with the celebrity penguin grape, the Humboldt penguin from Japan.
No.
From Tobu Zoo.
No.
You've never been to Tobu Zoo?
No, I missed it.
Oh, it's in the central Saitama prefecture.
Oh.
Home of celebrity Humboldt penguin grape. No. Okay. Well, unfortunately, here's the thing. About a month from now, they were going to have this huge grape festival, which is a series of events spanning 2 weeks based around the celebrity penguin. Thinking, man, this is a crazy event. I can't wait to go see it. Check it out.
Yeah.
Grape died.
What?
Yeah. Grape died. And you're thinking, well, this is kind of a sad story. Why are we bringing this up? As it turns out, this was a penguin that loved anime.
Okay. Like it just watched it?
No.
I don't understand anime. I think we've talked about this before.
Probably.
I don't understand it.
So he has a anthropomorphic penguin character cutout that was put in his pen.
Don't we all?
As a promotion for a Japanese anime series, Kimono Friends. And after he became fixated with the cutout after being jilted by a female penguin called Midori, which was his mate for a decade. So after a decade, she's like, "No, get out." So he turned to anime in what could only mirror the realest of real life. This cutout was placed in the penguin enclosure, I guess as part of a tie-in, but he spent hours just staring at the character Hululu and refusing to leave the cutout side. So staff decided just to leave it in there, and it just kind of became his girlfriend. Like he didn't do anything with it, but it's just you just stare at it for hours. Like, this is my life now. I was dumped. There's nothing left I can do.
I just need
to...
It's like having a Kathy Ireland cutout from like the early 90s.
Yeah, but then just standing there and staring at it instead of doing anything. It's like, nope,
no.
I'm just going to watch her.
Kathy Ireland's my girlfriend now.
If I don't break eye contact with her,
she's selling ice house beer.
She might come to life.
I feel bad for people who went there. Like, they went all the way there
for the Grape Festival.
For the Grape Festival. Yeah. And then, Evelyn.
Yeah.
Where's this? What are we doing here?
We're here for the Grape Festival.
I know. I know we picked. We pick our vacations. I wanted to go to Milwaukee and go to the Budweiser factory, and we did that. And then you said we'd go to the Grape Festival, but I didn't think the Grape Festival was going to be a 24-hour flight.
Well, you said you wanted to explore more of the world.
I want to explore.
Worldly
I want to explore the world closer to home.
Well, this is close to home if you look at it left to right.
That's probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No, look at maps.
Look at maps.
Look at the maps.
I'm looking at the map.
Yeah, Japan is to the left of the U.S. It's really close. If you look at another map from right to left, it's all the way on the other side.
I don't even know what to do with that logic. Where are the grapes?
No, this is the Grape Festival. I said I wanted wine. I looked it up. I found a grape festival.
A grape festival or a grape?
No, it's grape.
Okay.
Like there's got to be wine somewhere.
I think so. I just keep seeing a picture of a fucking penguin.
Well, maybe he's the mascot of the winery.
Here's what I'm saying.
Penguins love grapes.
Evelyn, shut up, Evelyn. Shut the yapper. Here's the deal. Don't just say it. We've been on a plane for 24 hours.
And it was lovely. It was such a nice
chair. There was a kid kicking my seat the entire way.
Oh, but he was just so cute, wasn't he?
No, I
just want to eat him up. I
couldn't say anything because I was worried that I was going to start an international incident.
Well, yeah, you got warned by the marshals last time.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, if I can't get a glass of wine or a beer or a glass of wine beer or something, I'm going to fucking lose it.
Well, let's just ask some people. Let's find them out. Do you speak Japanese?
No, I don't speak. We've been married for 40 years, Evelyn. Have I ever spoken Japanese to you?
Well, I don't speak Japanese, so why would you speak it to me? If you don't speak Japanese, you know I don't speak it. Why would we come here if you don't know how to talk to me?
Because you wanted to go to the Grape Festival. You said, let's go to the Grape Festival. All right, well, let's find something. Go ask somebody. In any way you can. Try not to be too offensive.
Excuse me.
Oh, my God.
Ding dong.
This is the worst ever.
Bing bong.
I'm going to kill myself.
Bing bong.
Can I borrow that sword? Can I borrow your
sword?
Where's
the grapes?
Why are they motioning? Why
they keep Philip, it's like, where's the beef butts with grapes? Where's the grapes?
They keep motioning towards a picture of a penguin.
I think they want us to drink some penguin blood. We could...
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Wow.
You ever heard of anybody drinking penguin blood?
Well, it's a different culture, Philip.
I know it's a different culture, but that's pretty stupid. Show me grape. That's the penguin. Grape. That penguin's name is Grape. We're here for a penguin festival.
Maybe he's just named after the festival.
Hold on, shut up, Evelyn. What?
No, he's probably named after the Grape Festival.
He's doing this with his finger by the penguin died. Oh, Evelyn.
Yes?
The penguin died.
What?
We can't even see the penguin that we flew 24 hours for.
We didn't fly for here. We flew here for the grapes.
The penguin is the grape.
Well, you need more than one grape to make a bottle of wine.
I'm going to leave you here, Evelyn. You're going to be Japan's problem.
Do you think they have Chinese food here?
And I'm sure it's lovely. You know, I learned something.
Oh, yeah?
That when the going get penguin, the penguins die.
Well, that's a tough lesson.
Not before they fall in love with a cardboard cutout of Kathy Ireland and her ice house beer.
Don't you hate it when penguins become weeaboos?
Sure. But that's just, it's a shame though with that penguin. It's a shame that he... I can imagine how she got a... Did she just leave? She's just like, I'm going over here. You stay on that side. I'm going over here.
I don't know.
Like how does another penguin, because they're supposed to mate for life. That's what I hear. They're supposed to mate for life.
They got a divorce late in life. So much so that he turned to anime porn. Like, this is my life now.
She's like, the penguin's like, rah, 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 which translated as, I was sitting at home watching Lifetime.
And I was inspired to try to empower my wife.
Maybe you're on your own period, grape.
And he's never heard from again.
Never heard from again.
Because he's dead.
Oh.
So, crazy story. You ever get really drunk and you go out and then you're like, you can't pay for food, so you just call in a bomb threat? No?
No.
No? Oh, that's just Barry Clapperton?
Oh, God. His
Of
name was
Pittsburgh?
Barry Clapperton.
I know, these people's names have been great so far.
The names of this week are phenomenal. Barry Clapperton.
He's a 40-year-old from Pittsburgh. He's been charged with threats to use weapons of mass destruction, public drunkenness, false identification to police, terroristic threats, and escape. All because he was at Primanti Brothers and didn't have enough money to pay for his sandwich.
Primanti Brothers, it's like a $5 sandwich.
Well, he got double meat, but he did not ask. He did not ask for double meat. Well, wait a second. No, sorry. A witness said was that he got double meat on a sandwich despite not having the cash for it. See, we ordered double meat, but couldn't pay for it.
Oh my God!
So
I'm not a big Primanti Brothers. I've been to Primanti Brothers. I'm not a big fan. It's almost like a cat food sandwich.
So like they're not the bomb.
What?
So yeah, he got really drunk when he couldn't pay for it. He tried to run on his bar tab twice, and then he ended up at the Primanti Brothers. There was a witness.
I wonder where he was.
There was a witness that said he saw him freaking out. He said that my friend. The witness's name is Kenneth Gray. So Kenneth says, my friend Chris gets up and he chases him out the door, and we go out that way, catch him, and walk him back in. He said...
They don't even work for the place?
They're just
Primanti vigilantes? Like
Primanti-lantes?
Primanti.
They're Primantis. There's no sexy way of saying that.
No.
But he said he and his friend even offered to pay the bill, but the police had to get involved. And a friend ended up paying for Clapperton. Then police said they heard Clapperton call in a bomb threat to Nakama, a restaurant a few blocks down the street. He figured, what we need here is a diversion. Except he did this in front of the cops. So he called in a bomb threat while they were listening to him.
That guy's an idiot.
Yeah, well, sometimes you
Did it work?
No, because we're talking about it.
Oh, yeah. Ridiculous. Sir, what are you doing?
Yeah, sandwich.
Yeah, sir, put your phone down.
Yeah, sandwich.
No, I know. We're going to get you a sandwich.
Yeah, sandwich.
How much would you... do you want double meat?
Obviously, you think I'm a bitch? I can't have double meat in my life?
No, you definitely can have double meat.
I can put one meat and double meat.
Okay, it's going to be $10.
Why?
Because it's double meat.
No, I don't want to pay for it.
Oh, you don't want to pay for it?
No.
Okay, well, you have to pay for it because you ordered the sandwich.
I'm going to murder your family.
Wait, I'm sorry. Something's wrong. My wife just called me. She said something about someone wants to murder my family, which is weird because you just said that in front of me.
I'm not saying that there's someone outside your house at 1492 Oak Street.
My God, how did you know that?
But you better throw some pickles on that sandwich. Or the dog dies too.
Oh my God. Not the dog.
You know, I learned something today.
What did you learn?
I learned that if you're gonna go out and get food when you're drunk, always have a friend with money, or you're gonna go to jail for bomb threats.
Ishmael had a I guess they went to Steak and Shake, super drunk.
Yeah.
And had something almost like that happen. Was a
with a bomb threat?
No. But a drunken idiot ordering too much food and not wanting to pay for it.
Oh, been
and
there.
They had a what was it?
It's a 7-patty burger challenge.
A 7-patty burger challenge?
Then they ordered another one.
So a 14-patty burger challenge?
My 2 friends ate a 7-patty burger each, and then they ordered a second round. And then while they're eating, our idiot friend Nate ordered the third round, but said, "Let's wait for this bitch to finish his. Get the order in." Forgot that he made the third order. So when they brought the stuff out, he's like, "I didn't order that shit."
Jesus.
So they were the problem at Steak and Shake. You never want to be the problem. You
Yeah.
want to watch the problem.
Yeah, it's dinner and a show.
Yeah, but you don't want to be in that show.
Yeah.
Now I can't go back. Well, I could, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
They can't.
It's like, man, I really need to get a fake mustache. Why? I really want Steak and Shake. I don't think they have a dress code. No, you don't understand.
No, you don't understand. I cannot go back there. It's like that burger challenge that Pat did for you. What was it? Double egg burger or some shit
so,
like that.
Yeah. I show up to a bar late, and they're like, "Hey, shots to catch up." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I'm fucking starving, so I'm like, man, I'm so hungry. I could probably eat 2 of these burgers. And then his buddy Pat's like, "Oh, you can? Oh, you said that. That means you want to do that right now." I was like, "Yeah, sure, I could do that." So I just ordered a burger that sounded good. And like, it was a lot of food on there. I was like, "I don't care. It sounds delicious."
Don't eat the fries, Bear. Don't eat the fries.
And like, I eat the burger, no problem. I'm like, I could eat it the second one. It's no problem. Like, he's already ordered it. And while I'm waiting for the next burger to come out, I'm just eating the fries. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Second burger comes out, but it's like a burger with like pulled pork on it, and it's like this massive thing. I get halfway into it, and I was like,
and that's when the goading starts. What are you doing? You having a problem?
oh, dude, I hit the wall hard, and then I hit the bathroom hard, where I threw up hard. But man, it's tasted good the second time too. So
that rarely happens.
So, are you familiar with the Reddit subreddit Fellow Kids?
No.
Well, it's where they make fun of companies or like older people or teachers, whatever, trying to relate to kids using memes, but they do them poorly.
Oh.
So it's kind of like McDonald's with their comments. You know, it's like, "Yeah, we opened a portal and trying to make jokes to fit in." It's a reference to.
We're cool.
I forget which movie it is, but when Steve Buscemi shows up as an undercover kid, as an undercover person in a high school, and he's wearing a shirt that just says like rock hero or like rock band, or not like for the game, but like a generic rock band, and backwards hat, and he's got a skateboard over his shoulder. He's like, "Hello, fellow kids." Just trying, like, jokingly fitting in.
There you go.
So, like, occasionally, like, teachers love trying to use memes in school to try to relate to kids. And it's just like, you used it wrong, and this is embarrassing. And you usually think, like, wow, man, that's so bad. It couldn't get worse than a teacher trying to relate to kids and going wrong, right? As it turns out, the New Zealand police found you probably shouldn't try to use memes or pretty much anything when you're posting out on social media, because it turns out they don't know how to do it right at all. They made a post with the title, "When we have to tell someone their family member has died in a crash." What screenshot do you think they shared?
Is it Kermit with a coffee?
This is they didn't actually use
the Lipton.
They didn't use like a traditional just like meme. They used a screenshot from a television show with a caption on it. A caption from the show. "When we have to tell someone their family member has died in a crash." Any TV show, what do you think it could be?
Oh my God.
What's the most awkward thing that could happen? It in your mind, you're like, "Oh yeah, this fits because the words sound right. It's the most tone deaf thing you'll hear, but yeah, it fits."
I don't know.
They used Steve Carell from The Office saying, "This is the worst."
Oh no.
Oh man, yeah, like, this is the worst.
This is the worst. And it seems like more of a cop thing. Like, oh, this is the worst. I got to go do this.
Yeah.
But not
it is the worst.
Your mom died.
Yeah.
This is the worst.
Yeah, see, they just
no, terrible.
Like, yeah, how can we relate? How can we be hip and get with it with the kids? They know
Kids love the Steve Carell.
Mm-hmm. The Office is. They do it. It's so good. We should relate somehow.
And it's like New Zealand. It's like, yeah, see, your mom's been murdered. This is the worst.
Yeah, the worst.
But then Steve Carell would say on The Office, this is the worst.
Hey, your mom died. That's what she said. No, that doesn't fit.
No,
it doesn't fit. Did you say she's been mated? Mated.
They're murdered. It's in New Zealand. Mated.
Yeah, they deleted the tweet and apologized quickly. You know, they said, we quickly realized it was wrong and insensitive and it was immediately deleted. Thanks, spelled THX, for feedback. They tweeted that out afterwards.
But you know what? That's the thing. Like New Zealanders and Australia, like they could get away with that because they're such a. Sorry about that. Didn't think they'd be so insensitive.
Whoopsies. Next thing.
They say such terrible shit, but they say it with the accent, then it's okay.
It's like, oh, he's trying.
Well, we had a guy in our cast recently who was from Australia, and we were watching Hocus Pocus, and he was getting severely into it. And then, like, the two kids who stole his shoes, and he's like, right. It's like, right. He's like, what? He's like, hey, these guys are gonna steal his shoes. Cunts. They're gonna get theirs. And you're just like, you know, and like if I use that word, like the girls would be appalled.
Shoes?
Blah, blah, blah. Yes.
Yeah.
But then they're all, I'm like, it's because he's got an accent. This is bullshit.
Well, it's also a different word to them.
Yeah, I don't use that word. I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah, because that's like the word.
Yeah.
You just say, hey, you've been a real...
But to Australia, they'd just be like...
Oh, it means he's a friend.
Yeah.
Been a right cunt.
Like Jim Jeffries.
Yeah.
I learned something.
Oh, you learned something?
I did. Don't try to identify with the youth. If someone's mom dies, just tell them. You don't need Kermit the Frog or the Ermagerd girl. Ermagerd, remember when you had a merm?
Ermagerd, you're an Erfrin. So I mean that's
Ermagerd, you mermderd.
So that's a terrible way for the police to fumble it.
Yeah.
Now we get to hear about a way of the police dealing with someone pulling the shenanigans. In Des Moines, Iowa, a man named Frederick Ray Jones, he's 46 years old. He decided to cross an item off his bucket list. Okay. Do you have a bucket list?
I don't think I have a list.
You don't. Yeah, you don't necessarily have a list, but there's like, I'd like to do that someday.
There's things that I've always wanted to do.
Like what?
I want to go to.
If you could do one thing right now, no questions asked, it was covered, like you can do it. What was the one thing you can go do?
Go to Ireland. I've always wanted to go to Ireland.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ireland's like I don't really want to leave the country.
Right.
Not because it's like, oh, I have to stay in the country. It's like, there's not a lot of places I want to go to. It's like, oh yeah, I'd like to go to Mexico, but I'd only go there if I'm like on the resorts and like.
Right.
So it's like, is it really going there? Or you're just going to like a nice beach. But yeah, I'd love to actually go to Ireland.
It's because he's afraid of brown people.
No, we got it. I knew it. Frederick Ray Jones has a bucket list item that he can officially cross off the list. A trooper tried to pull him over for a expired registration on the sedan that he was driving. He decided to not pull over and lead the police on a high-speed chase. Mm-hmm. When they eventually used a pit maneuver to stop him, and they pulled up to the car, and he was very peaceful. He's like, all right, yeah, I'm good. And they're like, what's your deal? And he said that he wanted to be in a chase because it was on his bucket list.
Wow. You know what? One of these days, I'm going to evade arrest.
No, you won't.
I am. I'm putting it right there.
You always
I'm
say
putting
that.
it right there under hot air balloon ride.
Wait a minute. I got an idea.
We'd get a hot air balloon.
And run from the cops. Because you know what? They have cars, they have motorcycles, they have boats.
They probably have a cop hot air balloon.
They have helicopters. There's probably a spy plane listening to us right now. But you never see a cop hot air balloon.
Yeah.
How are they going to chase you?
They're not.
They can't get close to you with a helicopter.
We're low to the ground, and they're like, hey, get out of here.
Nah, because we'll be in a basket, but can't hear you.
Can't hear you, we're in a basket.
So, like, if they try to get close to you with a helicopter, the blades will just, like, the air will push you further away. So it'd be like when you're chasing some paper down the street and the wind keeps blowing it, and it's super inconvenient. Those idiots. Just trying to chase a balloon, except it's the size of a building.
Yeah, I learned something. Have you really?
No, I learned something.
What'd you learn?
You know, I learned something today.
I learned something as well.
I learned that you need to set goals for yourself, but set achievable goals. Because a bunch of small victories will lead to one big victory.
I learned that you're scared of proud people.
How dare you? You know how we're a big fan of ridiculous products on this show?
Yep.
We got a new...
Disney Cruise.
No, that's not a ridiculous product.
It is. It really is.
That's a stupid adventure.
Well, let's go on one.
No.
Bucket list.
If we were being chased by a police cruise, then maybe.
Bucket list. Disney Cruise.
There is a new bottled water on the market. I'm thinking, what can be crazy about bottled water? Well, it's being sold by a British reality show star. His name is Chris Hughes from the show Love Island. It's
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, me neither. I found the water bottle and learned who he was from there. It's a unique range of bottled water. It's really cheap. It's only 2 pounds a bottle, so you're thinking, well, that's real. Like, it's real affordable. It's not bad. What about this makes it so ridiculous? What can you do to a $2 bottle of water that makes it special? That's right. You cry into it.
Oh God.
That's right. You bottle your own tears in the water, and you sell it.
Would somebody want that?
So someone else is reading.
Yeah. So Chris Hughes.
Oh, that's fine. That's where you're all right with that.
Chris Hughes is crying into water bottles, selling them. It's called L'eau de Chris.
Sit there and listen to Air Supply in the dark. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost. Oh my God, I'm getting so much work done. Oh, this is great.
Just watching like the saddest episode of Futurama.
Oh my God, the dog.
Yeah, the dog.
Oh.
Just watching the last 5 minutes of it.
Dude, I could probably fill like 5 bottles.
You got like $10 of water right there.
Oh my God. No, I hate that part. I can't stand it.
Well,
That's how you know you have feelings. If you watch that, watch that, and then you don't cry at the end of that episode, then you are a monster, and more than likely, the reincarnation of Hitler.
water's being advertised as premium mineral water. Premium mineral still water infused with a tear sourced from Chris Hughes.
So he fills it up about halfway, cries a little bit into it, and calls it a day.
I think it's more like the titty whiskey.
Okay.
Where they do a large batch of it, and then it's like, oh, okay, I cried into this bowl.
Right.
That's full of like, I don't know, 8 bottles worth.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go on break. I'm gonna come back,
cry a lot more,
watch Marley and Me, get another batch going. And we go home, have a happy weekend, so I can really build up the happiness and joy.
Right.
And then I'm going to come here on Monday, and I want you to kill my grandma. Because we have a double batch to make.
So, I got a big order to fill. Oh, yeah. I learned something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, some idiots will buy fucking anything. And you're scared of brown people.
You really got to stop saying that. Speaking of stupid people buying anything. Other than ridiculous products, our second favorite thing.
Disney cruises.
No.
Oh.
People getting swindled by psychics.
Oh my god, it's the best.
Yeah, but this time a psychic from South Florida.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
that's
dude,
right.
Florida.
Claimed to offer psychic readings and spiritual cleansing and strengthening. She managed to swindle $3.5 million from an elderly Massachusetts woman for exorcisms and spiritual cleansing.
Probably like Jody Chapnick's grandma.
Between 2007 and 2014, the woman paid Sally Ann Johnson of South Florida more than $3.5 million for services that claimed to rid the woman of demons. I'm thinking, well, that's not illegal, just to swindle someone being a psychic, right? So she got $3.5 million, didn't declare it at all, didn't pay taxes on it.
That's the best.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get.
I feel like a psychic probably should have seen that coming.
Yeah.
Which is the same how every story we ever talk about. Like the psychic that got hit by a car driving into a restaurant.
Why didn't they know?
It was two psychics that time.
Right.
Maybe they were. It's like two
Canceling each other
like
out.
two negatives of a magnet, and just like no, it won't block it in the car. You know, I learned something today.
Hey, what'd you learn?
I learned that magnets aren't psychic.
That's true.
You know, that's just how the world works. Now, a terrifying story. Because it wouldn't be stupid talking stupid if we didn't try to scare the hell out of you.
Boo.
Crystal Ray
Newark.
Jesuit High School in Baltimore was evacuated after students and teachers detected a strong smell on the third floor. Several people reported difficulty breathing, and 5 people were taken to the hospital complaining of upset stomachs.
Wow.
The fire department and hazardous materials team were called in, and fire spokesman Roman Clark said that 2 students and 3 adults were taken to the hospital for stomach ailments. The firefighters found the source of the terrible odor, and it turned out to be a pumpkin spice aerosol plugged into an outlet.
That'll do it.
It's just an aerosol with pumpkin spice that apparently no one knew about, and it sent people to the hospital.
That'll do it.
It's,
That's why pumpkin spice should be deemed illegal.
I mean, how you would get the entire? Like, do you think a teacher plugged it in like, this smells great?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to lunch,
This is for the holidays.
and just comes back like the entire
Dad,
school.
Where did this pumpkin spice thing come from?
What?
Not me.
Who did that?
Who'd do that?
Can I have it back though? Because I paid a lot of money for that. I paid $7 for that.
$7 whole dollars. You know, I learned something.
What'd you learn?
Sometimes, who smelt it, maybe didn't dealt it, but they have to deal with it. Pumpkin spice.
La la la.
La, la, la.
God, that makes me want to blow up the world.
Don't.
Alright, I won't blow up the world. Because it turns out a 7-year-old named Brock Hardwick.
Shut up.
Yep.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, you need to calm down.
Brock Hardwick.
This 7-year-old, don't
Who
you...
names that? Who's named this kid Brock Hardwick? Like, just dooming him to porn.
Yeah.
Like, that is such a porn name.
So he was diagnosed with glioblastoma,
Uh-oh.
a high-grade cancer in his brain and spine. Probably gonna
We'll
keep...
make his life interesting until he...
It'll make it hard. So, here's the thing. You're thinking, man, a 7-year-old cancer sounds like a terrible story. Why are we talking about this? In what? In what? What's the movie that a 7-year-old with brain cancer is starring in? What?
It's gonna be so terrible.
Do it.
It's gonna be so terrible. Death Cry 2 Remission.
That's a weird porn name.
It is.
It's like,
Nocturnal Remission.
oh, God. He had a wet dream, but it was just like leaking spinal fluid.
Oh, God. Brock!
I'm Brock Hard.
I don't
Wick.
get it. Brock Hardwick does this real certain kind of weird kind of porn. Like, you gotta be into some weird stuff to enjoy the work of a Brock Hardwick.
Yeah, I think that one that he starred in was Sally Field.
Sally's...
A Hard Road Back.
Sally Field and Julia Childs.
So, he's... yeah, so back to this kid. He loves Halloween. He's super into it. It's like his favorite holiday. It's the best thing ever. So his family came up with a plan to have a month-long celebration for him called Brocktober. I don't know how they thought of that. It happened in June. No. They put a call out on Facebook asking people to send Halloween cards with funny messages. And this, it's one of those things. I'm pretty cynical about these things.
Fuck you, Brock. Why would they send that? Why would they send that?
It's just a skeleton. It's like a dancing skeleton. This is you soon.
Oh, no. No.
He's now received nearly 1,000 cards from strangers around the world, along with sweets, toys, Halloween decorations, and drawings. So people from all around the world, like, this is the kind of thing that you hear about every now and then. So of someone, of a kid not having anyone come to his birthday party, or someone being sick or something. And like the cynical part of me is like, all this person wants is Flag Day cards. Like, fuck you. Go buy him some then. But at the same time, like, I'm trying to be like more optimistic. Like, oh, this is really nice that, like 1,000 people from around the world decide to send him, something to make him feel better while he's going through this rough time. I swear to God. What?
Didn't you learn something from this?
Oh, I learned something?
Yeah. I learned about pumpkin spice. See you next.
I learned that you want to kill children. And that's it.
Well, that's it?
Yeah, you just want to kill children.
That's not true.
You love child porn.
That's definitely not true.
You were so infatuated with
the kid's name is Brock Hardwick.
Yeah, and you were like, oh, I know his movies. I started rattling them off. Like Death Rattle.
Oh. You got another one? Nope. You do.
Not for a 7-year-old.
Oh.
You may be down with child porn.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
That was a adventure movie that had nothing to do. Well, when I threw Nocturnal, that changed it. I gotta admit that changed it. Okay, I learned something today.
Oh, okay. What'd you learn?
I learned that it's very easy to turn an adventure movie into a porn movie.
Name 3 movies that you... Okay, say what? Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. I fucked.
Why not have the Crystal Skull fuck?
No, it's personal.
It's too on the nose.
I fucked.
The Bourne Identity.
The Bourne Identity?
Mm-hmm.
The Porn Identity.
Damn it. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. I fucked.
You missed out on a chance to say Emission Protocol.
Emission, Nocturnal Emission Impossible. No.
So it's nighttime. Yeah, okay. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. I still feel... I can't believe you corrupted the Ray of Light.
The kid's name is Brock Hardwick.
Yeah.
He would understand.
I don't think he would, because he's 7.
He'd understand. When he's older.
What's his dad's name? Penis? Hi, I'm Penis Hardwick.
This is my son, Brock.
This is my wife, Vulva.
And this is our daughter, Peggy.
This is our dog, David.
David. All right, that's going to do it for this week. Where can they find us online?
You can find us individually on Twitter at Hardwick42.
That's me.
At Hungry as a Brock. That's me. There's another porn one. Hungry as a Brock.
Hungry as a Brock.
You can follow the entire DVM production empire at the DVMPE. You can find this podcast by going on Facebook, searching for Stupid Talking Stupid, or go to YouTube and search for Stupid Talking Stupid.
And you can find all the other stuff that we do on dvmpe.com, including Aerocast and Flashcast. That's right, they're back. We're doing new shows every week, so come in, listen, and think about it, and hear stuff, and, learn some things.
Mm-hmm. Do it to it.
Do it to it.
Do it,
sure.
do it.
That's going to do it for this week for Stupid Talking Stupid. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear.
And then we will talk to you later.